Legacy International strives to help others build a viable and sustainable legacy, and we believe that by contributing to the development of civil society and enhancing the capacity of individuals, we can help to create an integrated and inclusive cooperative global community that gives current and future leaders the tools to address their communities' and countries' challenges for the benefit of future generations.
So my follow-on project with Legacy International is working on dropouts in Tunisia.
I work with Tunisian Red Crescent by organizing training sessions to high school students in rural areas.
An awareness campaign about discussing recent impact of recent political events on children in Banha city.
Fighting corruption in Tunisia for me is a personal battle.
I have chosen to work on a project titled Mismatch Between Higher Education and the Job Market.
Women empowerment is important to me right now because Egypt, after the revolution, it's like almost 3 years, we are facing like a socio-economic problem.
If I didn't get this training and these workshops, so I wouldn't be able to help these girls and do something for my country.
Okay, so tell me, how are you doing?
I'm fine. 3 months I didn't leave the house because I didn't go to work because the security situation. We get threats by the Sharia supporters because they believe that democracy is haram, it's forbidden.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you well. So let's try this. If it doesn't work, I can always pick up the phone and call you. So I want to hear, how are you? How's Egypt? What's happening with you?
The activists are getting beaten up and imprisoned for saying no to the Constitution.
It sounds like it's a very difficult environment to work in terms of the distrust and then people, being abused. And how are you able to function and do your work in that environment?
There are some challenges, but it will be a good start.
This morning at 7:30, I talked to Libya, and then at 8, I talked to Egypt, and then at 10, I talked to Morocco, and then now I'm talking to you. So I'm getting a tour of the North Africa today.
I can't believe that it has been only like 2 months that we're back here in our countries. It's crazy. Yeah.
So, and I'm really enjoying this process of catching up with people by Skype. Because sometimes, with the email, you can't really convey what's going on or everything. So this is a nice way to reconnect with everyone.
I don't know if you heard about it. All our government had resigned.
No, I didn't hear. I mean, I think you mentioned it in your email, but I didn't hear about it on our news here.
Sorry for not sending any reports. I mean, earlier, you see, I don't know if you're following my life, but it's crazy. Believe me, it's crazy. I'm on the verge of depression because of this. But anyway, I love what I'm doing, but I no longer have time for myself. So
it's time for some self-care mode.
Yeah.
We have like 7 camps in Benghazi. So I noticed that there is many girls deprived from the right to education. So I want to know why these girls doesn't go to school anymore. So I did a survey and we start knocking every door in the camps. Some families were responding and others saying no. So I did 928 survey in 3 different camps. We found that the main reason was that these girls lost their official papers. After I finished the survey, I wrote recommendations for the Minister of Education in Benghazi. My goals through this project is to make awareness campaign for the girls and tell them through this awareness campaign that education is important.
My project was to deliver training courses to young women so that they can enhance their livelihood for themselves and for their children. We have trainers, but we need to build their capacities, and they need to be trained on how they can deliver or how they can deliver the know-how and the information that they have about starting and managing businesses to the ladies in the rural areas. So I decided to develop a training course for 3 days, which we call it the Training of Trainers, covering different topics: marketing research, strategies, introduction of business and finance, and how to manage your business, how to make it a legal entity, because some of them, they start in a very small budget, and then when it comes bigger, they have how to make it in a legal form in order to shift them from the informal sector to the formal sector. And what's amazing that they can sustain and they can serve each other in each small community. Also to decrease the unemployment rates in Egypt.
After recent political events, families and children shared sense of helplessness. Violence in media was seen as ordinary daily events, not an exception. Our goals: promote awareness among children's families and caregivers, improve responsiveness of healthcare professionals to the problem, and increase awareness of policymakers to improve mental health service for children. The awareness campaign is active all the year round. The initiative is highly appreciated, and the Ministry of Health and the Population started to think about implementing our project in a larger scale.
First, I have a big idea to make a reform of the institutional audit system in Tunisia. But when I'm talking with Atefeh, she asked me to focus on only one part of the big picture. We don't have a clear and unified strategy to fight corruption in Tunisia. Each one of these audit bodies is working on itself, and there is no coordination, there is no one strategy, there is no one vision to fight corruption in Tunisia. I organized a press conference on September 13, 2013. On a hotel conference in Tunisia, I invited journalists, TV channels, newspaper, radio station, blogs, and I invited the 3 audit bodies, CIO, parliament member. In Tunisia, during September and August, we have many political events, many dangerous, let's say, political events. There was one political leader who was killed. People are on the street, and they are asking the government to dismiss. And that's why I'm a little bit afraid that the conference will not be a great success, because media are not more focused on other events, political events. The conference began through a presentation I prepared with the LTCP member, and then the journalists asked many questions about the project and its implication. I was broadcasted on the main, hopefully, on the main TV station on Tunisia.
دورها هذا ما أكد اليوم شرف الدين اليعقوبي رئيس الجمعية التونسية للمراقبين العموميين خلال ندوة صحفية حول منظومة الرقابة العامة وتحديات مكافحة الفساد.
أهم الإشكاليات هو التبعية للسلطة التنفيذية. هيئات رقابة عامة تقوم برقابة السلطة التنفيذية وفي نفس الوقت تابعة للسلطة التنفيذية. هذا إشكال هام ياسر ما يخليناش نخدموا بكل استقلالية، وهذا يخالف مختلف المعايير الدولية الموجودة في المجال هذا. كي يخرج مراقب عمومي.
I'm now working in advocating and lobbying a bill that unify the 3 audit bodies, and I will present it to the government and the parliament.
I want to especially acknowledge and thank Abdussalam for organizing this event and for inviting us to join you today. So when he was here in the United States, he spoke about his vision for the future of Libya, and specifically about his vision for young people. Part of his vision had to do with leadership for young people.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Masaha. How are you?
Fine, thank you for asking.
You're welcome. Masaha khair. It's really... Shukran jazeeran. My dear brothers and sisters, it's with a lot of love and humility that I come to you today. Do you have a piece of paper there? Do you have a poster board you can write on?
Yes.
Okay. Quickly, tell me, what do you think makes a good leader? What are the qualities of a good leader?
Someone that has experience.
Okay.
Wise and visionary.
There must be more. Is that all? Give me some more.
It's flexible, can cope easily with every circumstances. Positive.
Positive. Good.
Optimistic.
Good.
They still need more.
I do. How about justice, adl?
Yes, they agree, yes.
All right. Now, if we want to be good leaders, we have to be complete human beings. We have to be humane, complete human beings. So I ask you to take that list that you created yourself and ask yourselves, what qualities on that list do I have to refine in myself? As you build your country, you have to make sure there's dignity for the individual, that there's individual freedom and liberty, and be guaranteeing the rights of others.